Hello and welcome to SEAL Video Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to define registers whose purpose is to generate unique registration numbers for all incoming and outgoing documents, thus allowing them to be tracked within the company and in a relationship with third parties. In business version, the archive administrator or the client administrator can define registers by clicking the Mailroom section, which is available only if the registry module option has been activated at the creation of the archive. To add a new register, click one of the two Add buttons. In the General Register Data step, fill in the name of the register. Let's suppose you want to add a register for incoming documents. Fill in the register type, which can be inbound, outbound or internal. In this case, I'll select the inbound value, the register year and the register index, representing the starting point for indexing a document. Select the metadata schema that will be associated with the register and click Add. Optionally, select the associated Generate Registration Number option so that when uploading documents in the archive on this metadata schema, unique registration numbers are automatically generated and assigned to the documents from the register based on the format set in the next step. If this option is not selected, registration numbers can still be manually generated by the user based on the set format, and I'll show you how to do this later in this video. You can proceed in a similar way for adding other metadata schemas to the list. The application does not allow you to associate a metadata schema to more than one register. Click Next to go to the following step. In the Registration Numbers Format step, define the registration number format for each metadata schema selected at the previous step. For this, proceed as follows. Select the schema from the Metadata Schemas field, then select a value from the Choose field. Metadata, separator or constant. According to the selected value, fill in the next field accordingly. For constant, fill in a number or text. To add a metadata, the separator or the constant to the generated registration number model field, click the Add button. Separate the metadata or constants within the registration number format by using separators. For the metadata value, select the metadata of the schema, whose value will be part of the document's registration number. When you're done composing the number format, click the Set button to add a pair metadata schema and registration number format in the table. If you want to reset the number format, use the Reset button. Proceed in a similar way to set the registration number format for each metadata schema associated with a register. However, if there are no major differences between the registration numbers, to make it easier, copy-paste the previous number and simply edit it manually. Finally, click Save to add a register in the system. Now, the administrator who has the register role enabled can upload documents in the archive directly from this section by clicking the Register New Document button associated with the desired register. Let's authenticate in SEAL Client Web application with a client user. In the Mailroom section, the client user can view the registers defined in the system and register new records only if he has the register role enabled. This section is available only if the Registry Module option has been activated at the creation of the archive. Click the Register New Document button. In the displayed window, you must fill in the specific and generic metadata, as in the case of uploading a document using the web upload form. The metadata schema list contains only the schemas which have been associated with a register at its creation. As you can notice, the content option is by default set to off. For now, we'll create a document without content, and later in this video I'll show you how to attach content to this document from SEAL user interface or by using StarCapture desktop application. After filling in at least the mandatory metadata, click Save. As you can see, a confirmation message is displayed in the application interface specifying the document registration number and the document barcode if a barcode generation rule is configured by an administrator. To view the documents registered in a certain period, click the Register Report button and define one or multiple filters as needed. Select the period during which the documents have been registered, fill in the document registration number and select the metadata schema on which documents have been registered. Then click the Search button. The metadata of the resulted documents can be exported in a PDF file by clicking the Export button. Once the Export button is accessed, the Register Report export process is automatically created. You can download the PDF file from the Processes area. If you access the document form, you can see that two generic metadata, registration number and registered date, were automatically filled in by the system when the record has been registered. Or, as we discussed earlier, you may need to manually generate the document registration number by clicking Generate Registration Number if the Generate Registration Number option has not been enabled for the metadata schema associated with a register. If you change your mind, you can cancel a document registration number by clicking the Cancel button. Now, let's access the electronic form of the previously registered document and add content by clicking the Add Content button. In the displayed window, select the file that will represent the document content or select a template file which will be used to generate a new document. Then click the Save button. A confirmation message is displayed stating that content was successfully added. Alternatively, let's see how to attach content to a sealed document from within StarCapture Desktop based on the document barcode. Note that the barcode generation rule must be configured for the metadata schema on which the document will be uploaded. Also, write down the document barcode as you will need it later. Open StarCapture application and fill in the required information to connect to Seal. To insert documents in the application, you can either scan paper documents using a scanner connected to your computer, or you can simply import documents from the disk. For the second method, click the Files command, navigate to the desired location, select the file to be imported and click OK. Then, select the document in the Pages section and choose the sealed metadata schema used to index the document. Fill in the document barcode, then go to the Export tab and click the button with the archive name to send the document to Seal. In Seal, let's check whether content was attached to the document having the specified barcode. As you can see, the operation has been successfully performed. Thank you for watching. To learn more about Seal, watch our other tutorials.